Good Shabbos again, everyone, and we thank you for joining us this evening from wherever you are. 4 weeks into this pandemic, we look back now on what we've done as a congregation. Our first priority was to move to a completely virtual online platform, moving all of our programs, our services, our classes, coming up with new opportunities, in our efforts to reach people of all ages, from the youngest to the oldest, to reach all of you virtually, something that churches and synagogues and mosques and all places of worship have never really had to do before, moving everything online. We were able to accomplish that, and we'll continue to do so. Another priority of ours was to get everything ready for Passover, one of the most important holidays of the year, to provide the resources, the tools, the know-how, even the food for those of you who needed it, so you could still have Seder. We even had Zoom Seders that my colleagues provided for many of you to be able to watch. It was a priority for us to do everything we can to help you still do Passover. Another important task for us was to reach out to all those in need, to see how they're doing in our community, in the Beth Yeshurun community. And thanks to the efforts of our Chesed team, led by Rabbi Fort, Mindy Stern, and Jonathan Bailiff, along with dozens of wonderful volunteers, we reached out to all of our elderly congregants to check on them, to see how they were doing, to see if there's anything they needed. We'll continue to do that work. But as the weeks go on in this pandemic, we now have another priority, another thing that we must do as a synagogue community, and that's to help people in the greater Houston community. If you're okay, if thank God you still have your job, if your salary hasn't been reduced, is there something you can do for someone in need in the greater Houston community? Now's the time to think outwardly. Yes, take care of your family first. Yes, we must take care of our synagogue first. Yes, we must make sure that our Jewish community is okay. And we'll continue to provide for those in need in the Jewish community. That's our first priority. But as Jews, we must also lend a helping hand to our greater non-Jewish community, to help non-Jews throughout the greater Houston community with anything they may need, whether it's clothes, whether it's financial aid, and whether it's food. The challenges that confront the Houston area are daunting, yet we remember the great teaching of Rabbi Tarfon and Pirkei Avot, who wrote thousands of years ago. You're not obligated to complete the task, but neither are you free to resist from trying. We must do what we can, and if you're able to, tonight, I'm asking you to think outside the box. Think outside our community. As sports fans, we know that success happens not just with one or two superstars, but when every member of the team contributes. So tonight, we're honored to partner with a great Jewish superstar, someone that has excited us for several years now, someone who's a member of the Houston Astros baseball team, third baseman Alex Bregman, who has a special message for all of us at Beth Yeshurun this evening.
Good evening, congregation, Beth Yeshurun, and Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, I hope that during this difficult and disruptive period in our lives, that your family remains healthy and safe. As we all know, the coronavirus pandemic is a global battle, and we in Houston are not immune to the problems facing our world. With that in mind, my fiance Reagan and I have decided to do what we can do to help. Specifically, our focus is Houston Food Bank and the many children who are going without meals due to Harris and surrounding counties' independent school districts remaining closed. Last Friday, I launched a campaign that we are calling Feed Hugh, with the goal of raising $1 million in support of the Houston Food Bank's effort to provide meals for our city's children that are presently going without. I would be honored if you would join my army of donors to provide assistance to those that need it most. Tomorrow, after Shabbat concludes, please text Feed Hugh to 41444 or click on my image on the Houston Food Bank website and donate whatever you can. Keep in mind that each dollar you contribute equals 3 meals that we can provide to children in need. Don't forget to type the words Beth Yeshurun in the message box so that we can report back to you on how much was raised. Together as an army, we can make a difference and bring immediate help to our city. Thank you, Rabbi Strauss, for allowing me to speak to the congregation this Shabbat evening, and thank you, Congregation Beth Yeshurun, for your help with this cause. Reagan joins me in wishing everyone Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Alex, for the wonderful work you're doing to help so many Houstonians who are in need at this time. As you just heard, through Alex's Feed Hugh initiative, he has set a goal of raising $1 million for the Houston Food Bank to support those in our community facing food insecurity. Let us do what we can to help Alex in his noble cause. The Houston Food Bank can turn $1 donations into 3 meals. So this successful campaign could provide 3 million meals to at-risk Houstonians. We are very proud to join Alex's team to raise much-needed funds for the Houston Food Bank. To support this effort again after Shabbat, please text Feed Hugh to 41444 or go to the Houston Food Bank website and donate whatever you can. Don't forget to add the words Beth Yeshurun to the note space when making your generous donation. And finally, thank you to Alex, his fiancée Reagan Howard, and my friend David Frankfurt for allowing us to partner together to help make a positive difference during this very challenging time.